Welcome back, everybody. Ryan Rich back for a brand new Atlanta Hawks My GM video. This time we are going to be basically kicking off the season. We have a ton of away games. I didn't even realize how many away games we have to start off the year. We have 5 straight away games. We go to Indiana, Detroit, New Orleans, Milwaukee, and Utah before finally getting our first game in Atlanta against the Washington Wizards. And you can see right here, we get to play the Supersonics for the first time. When do we get to play the other team, the Pittsburgh Force? We played them a couple times early in the season, so I'm definitely excited to get into the season. I have to fix the rotation, but first I'm making a decision right now. We have to assign somebody to the G League, and I'm really not sure who we should do it to. Looking at contract situations, the best way to do that is come over here. I want to do it to one of our young guys who's got some potential, and I was thinking maybe LeGerald Vick, but LeGerald Vick is on the very last year of his deal, and I don't want to invest all this time into him and then lose him. The same thing with Mario Hezonja, because I was actually thinking about one of the two of them. So it's gonna end up probably either being Costa or Doug Wesley. I'm really not sure who I want to really put in there right now. I think it might be best if we put Costa in there for now and have Luke Kennard play the backup shooting guard while he's still around, and then Costa can really develop and ball out in the G League for a lot of the year, and then we can bring him back near the end of the season. He can ball out. It will be unfortunate that we're losing a year of him after he did play so well last year for us. But I think it might just be best for his career long term for us to put him in the G League for right now, even though he probably is my favorite player on this team right now. So we are going to assign the G League to Costa. And now we can set a full rotation again, because I think it kind of just resets everything once. If you don't start simulating games, it resets everything. So if any of it looks different, I apologize. So I'm going to reset everything here, and I think we're going to have to give some minutes to Wesley, so we might make it an 11-man rotation. Only a few guys really need 30 minutes a game anyway. So this does look good for now, I think. So we'll roll with this rotation. I won't really mess with it too much. Dennis Schroeder, Jimmy Butler, Michael Porter Jr., John Collins, DeAndre Ayton. Off the bench, Chris Dunn, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Ricky Rubio, Luke Kennard, Rashawn Holmes, and Jeremy Grant. And we are going to simulate through to this November 4th game against the Seattle Sonics and their interesting squad of Lamar Peters, R.J. Barrett, Rodions Kurucs, Blake Griffin, Jared Sullinger, John Henson, Ivan Rabb, Dante Exum. A lot of big men on this team. Didn't even realize it. And then they have Josh Hart all the way down here. They should definitely be giving him some more minutes. I have a feeling he's probably getting no minutes. So we can play that team. So I think we're going to simulate all the way to that game. So, but we'll get through these first 2 games, and then we can take a good look at... Okay, we're 0-2 to start off the season. Oladipo goes off on us. And for our squad, DeAndre Ayton does put up a double-double. Jimmy Butler, pretty bad in his Atlanta Hawks debut. Michael Porter Jr. has a rough start to the year with going 3 of 11. So does Chris Dunn. So not a very good first game. And then in our second game, Michael Porter kind of did bounce back. Jimmy Butler also played a little bit better. DeAndre Ayton did not, though. 5 of 20. That's pretty bad. Dennis Schroeder, he did okay. A double-double for him. Alright, let's simulate through the next 2 games. They want John Collins. It's not happening. Not at this point. We win our first game of the year, and now we are 1-3. So, we beat Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans. I don't know where DeMarcus Cousins is. He's not on this team right now. Maybe he's just hurt. I don't know. Michael Porter Jr. puts up 32 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists as well. 16 and 12 for Ayton. Still not really a good shooting night for him, but nevertheless, Dennis Schroeder puts up 13 and 4. Chris Dunn with a double-double. Some of our guys just need to get more efficient. Like Jimmy Butler, what is this performance? 4, 4, and 9 with 4 steals though, so good on defense with 2 of 7. And we lose to the Bucks by wow. Wow, that's bad. They put up 140 on us. Jabari and Giannis and Chris Middleton all with over 20 points. I mean, we got dominated. That was not pretty. Alright, let's simulate through these 2 games. Hopefully, our team is starting to get a feel for each other, and it's just not work. Wow, we are 1-4 right now. 1-5 to start this season. This is awful. We are 15th in the conference. I don't even know what to say. I'm a little stunned at the events. I think it's time to establish some roles on this team. Michael Porter Jr. definitely the #1 scoring option. DeAndre Ayton, then Jimmy Butler. That's definitely the what we're gonna roll with for now. See if that will make a difference. And I think we are going to hop in on this Supersonics game. But we will simulate with Simcast, see if it's a close game. We should really beat this team. They're not very good, but wow, we are... Yeah, I mean, I can't bring that back. We are going to lose to the Supersonics pretty badly. I mean, we get beat... Just another bad... No, only 2 guys with double-digit scoring. Michael Porter Jr., our #1 scoring option, puts up 8 points. And it's just a bad night. The Sonics, they get 21 from RJ Barrett, so we let a rookie score all over us. Blake Griffin with a revenge game, 18, 8, and 7. 17 for another rookie. Ivan Rabb puts up 14. We just got beat all the way around the court. A guy got... oh, my God. Alright. So... I guess we could simulate a few more games. Yeah, let's simulate most of the month of November, and then we will, in the next video, play that Pittsburgh Force game. Wow, as we lose Dennis Schroeder for the next month and a half. I mean, we do have 2 point guards who can step up for us, and Ricky Rubio and Chris Dunn, so that's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not the best either. So personally, I'd much rather give all of our guys who are already playing some more minutes rather than give another guy a bunch of minutes. Give Luke Kennard 20. Rubio up to 28. Chris Dunn up to 28. And we'll give that extra 2 minutes to Jimmy Butler. Alright, that is fine for now. So Rubio, Butler, Porter Jr., Collins, Ayton, Dunn, Bogdanovich, Kennard, Holmes, and Grant. Man, okay. Rough start to the season so far. We're 2-6. And we just lost our point guard. But we've won 2 straight games. We play the Warriors and we lose. We do beat the Clippers, though, so maybe we're getting a little bit more of a rhythm down. We've won 4 of our last 5. Wendell Carter Jr. and a first-round pick for a second. Let's look at this. Wendell Carter Jr., he's playing pretty well. I wouldn't say he's on Collins' level as far as playing goes, but maybe he's not too far off. What are his attributes at? Or his inside scoring is meh. His three-pointers, meh. His mid-range is average for his position. He's good post defense, good rebounding. What's his potential at, though? Only a B. Yeah, we're gonna stick with Collins. That future pick is way too in the future. We beat the Clippers again, so we are on a little bit of a roll. Sore hamstring, we're going to leave the rotation as is, though. We do lose the Rockets, but we beat the Hornets. Derrick Rose and a lottery protected first round pick for a first round pick in Chris Dunn. That's a terrible trade. We can't beat the Cavs, but we do beat the Pacers. We lose to the Bulls in Chicago. Can we beat the Suns? We do. And now he's pulled his hamstring. We're going to adjust our rotation. We are going to pretty much eliminate Rubio from the lineup altogether. He'll be the last man in the rotation just to get a backup point guard in there, I guess. It might actually be a better idea just to not give him any minutes at this point in time. We'll have Dunn as the starter with 28 minutes. And now we have 28 minutes that we kind of have to shuffle around. Dealing with a lot of injuries early. Bogdanovich can get 28 as our 6th man. Kennard can go up to 22. Rashawn Holmes up to 17. Grant up to 15. And with 13 minutes left, let's get Wesley some time in there. See what he can do. Might as well at this point. So, simulating. No, we're going to decline that. So right now, we are nearly at the end of November. And we have plenty of time to really turn the season around. Right now, we are 11th in the conference. Not that far out of the 8th seed, though. We're only 8.5 games back of the number 1 seed, which is not ideal, but, I mean, we're not, like, in desperate need right now to make a change or anything like that. System proficiency, we are going with a balanced approach. If necessary, we can always move this to a different kind of, approach to it if we have to, if that's necessary. Right now, a full look at the Eastern Conference, we are ahead of the Pacers, Wizards, Force, Hornets, and Heat, but below the Raptors, Pistons, Knicks, Nets, Celtics, Cavs, Magic, Bucks, Bulls, and Sixers. So we got a long way to go. We're just under 500 right now. We're not doing very well on the road, but we actually are pretty decent at home for now. All this could obviously change. As far as points per game go, we are pretty much right in the middle of the Eastern Conference. As far as points allowed per game, we are 5th, which is not that great. I'm hoping our defense can improve as the season goes on. In our last 10, though, we are 6-4, one of the better records. I mean, with only the Sixers, Bucks, Bulls, Nets, and Magic ahead of us. So, that's not all that bad. The last thing we can check out the power rankings. Where are we ranked as of today? The Sonics are doing really well, surprisingly. We are 23rd ranked in NBA.com, 23rd on 2K Sports, and Mark Spears has us at 25. How are we going down one? We had a great week. How are the Phoenix Suns, who in the last 2 weeks are 1-7, ahead of us? Please explain, 2K. Mark Spears. God damn it. Nevertheless, let's take a look at the player stats for right now. I think really everybody's kind of disappointing me to this point. If we're being honest. I mean, let's see what Costa is doing in the G League. Recent games. Has he played in the G League? Like, I don't know if I guess I could check G League stats. So, I mean, as of right now, Michael Porter Jr. not doing too hot. 44% from the field. That's fine, I guess. 28% from 3, not great. DeAndre Ayton under the basket, only having 44% is not great. That's a good percentage for a wing or a guard. That's not good for a center who's pretty much doing all his work from under the basket. Butler 46 and 37, not shooting it too badly, but he's only shooting 1.5 threes per game, so Collins doing pretty well, balling out, I'd say. Schroeder was doing pretty poorly when he was in the game. Ricky Rubio actually was doing a lot better than him, to be honest, as far as efficiency goes. Kennard not knocking down the threes like I would hope. Chris Dunn from the field, not very good. From 3-point range, pretty decent. Rashawn Holmes doing pretty well from the field. Bogdanovich, another guy not shooting as well as you would hope from the field or from three, especially for a shooter. Rubio and Schroeder, 8-8, and then 2-2, and then 6-6 essentially. Do we just have the same guy? I mean, I don't know. And then you have Chris Dunn, just kind of doing his own thing. Definitely the best of our point guard defenders. But probably the worst playmaker of the three. I don't know, man. I don't know what it's going to take to kick this team into shape. But Jimmy Butler's certainly not doing his part right now. He's down to 13 points per game. At the moment, he's not shooting as well as he has been from the field. I mean, over the last 2 years, 48, nearly 49, and then nearly 50% from the field. His three-point shot is a little up, but I don't even know if he's taking more shots or less. His minutes are a little bit down, but not to the point where it's anything crazy. His plus-minus right now is a -3. His steals are down. His defense looks like it's down. Just, I don't know, man. Butler is not playing as well as I had hoped he would. To start the season, that doesn't mean it can't change. Just as of right now, a lot of players disappointing us, I'd say. Maybe things have got to change. Maybe we give Butler a little bit more time. Maybe we give, maybe we just have to deal with guys like Butler getting more minutes. Maybe, I don't know. Let me know. Do you think our big three should just be getting more minutes from now on? Ayton, Porter, and Butler, just so they can kind of take over the game. Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks everybody so much for watching this episode of the Atlanta Hawks MyGM. I will see you guys all next time, where we will be playing the Pittsburgh Force in the first live action you will see of the Hawks this season. I will see you guys all there. Thanks for watching. Peace out, everybody.